The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 163, Nasdaq's up 26, S&Ps are up 14. Gold's up 370, trading 13.51. Got silver up 7 cents, $16.73 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 78 cents, 66.55. 10-year note down 5 at 120.10. 30-year bond down 11 at 145.02. King dollar down 378 ticks, trading 89.125. Euro is at 123.84 to 1 U.S. dollar. Yen is at 107.24 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. And I think let's go to Bitcoin. It's Monday morning.
We're going to Bitcoin right off the bat, huh?
Why not? Nadex
Sure.
spreads, right? You know, it's like in Bitcoin had a big week last week.
We got a lot going on Monday morning.
What are we doing now? Oh, look at this. It's already giving it up.
Yeah, so we have some volatility already this morning. So here's the Bitcoin weekly spread. Here's the chart of it first to begin things. Just under 8,000.
Yeah.
So quite an acceleration we got last week, right? Where there's that spike.
Yes.
In the early hours of Thursday morning, Bitcoin had been hanging at 6,800 for a few days. And from there, we got quite an acceleration in all the cryptos, up to almost 7,600, 8,000 before the run was done. And we kind of hung at that level for the remainder of the week, closed out the week Friday at 4 o'clock, right at about 8,000. And over the weekend, we were trading higher until about
Gets a pop.
Yeah, 8,400 as of last night. And from there, we've pulled back a bit. You saw the spike at about 10 o'clock last night, spiking from 8,400 down to about 8,100, 8,150. And from there, we're just under 8,000. So to go into our spreads, we're going to jump into all the way on the bottom here. You got crypto spreads, Bitcoin, and of course the weeklies. So this week, you're going from 4,300 to 12,300. Why is that? Because when these got set,
Yep.
they're trading right, call it 8,300.
8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, it gets set.
And that's, they're probably getting ready for this as the morning is approaching. So the dead center of that spread is going to be 8,300. And then to see what kind of volatility you're dealing with, and this is nice how we're basically just straddling the bid offer spread right now. And for per contract, it's half a Bitcoin we're looking at.
So back to half, yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So, if you're buying it at, let's just call it for some 8,000, you'd have loss potential down to 4,300 and profit potential up to 12,300. And that's basically for every dollar in the price movement of Bitcoin, you have 50 cents or 50%.
Yes, right.
Of price action in the contract that you've been going. So you want to trade dollar for dollar, you could do 2 contracts. That makes the simple math where you have loss potential down to 4,300, which from 8,000 is 3,700, and you got your profit potential of $4,300 all the way up to 12,300. That's why it's easy, I think, at first you're like, okay, half a Bitcoin. If you just say, okay, how many contracts do I need to be a full Bitcoin? And then you go backwards.
And go from there.
Yeah, and then you go backwards, you say, okay, that makes perfect sense because you can see the simple math where, okay, I'm buying at 8,000. I have lost potential down to 4,300. That is 3,700. Okay, now I go back to the one. Now it's mentally that helps me. And even when they do 1 for 10, it's very simple where you put it to the 10 contracts, say, okay, now it's dollar for dollar. Okay, so now if I wanted to trade, you could do 5 contracts in that.
Sure.
Yeah. So we had some volatility from Thursday.
Let's bring this up. Let's see what kind of contracts we get in the exchanges thus far.
Yeah, kind of volume.
Yeah. Okay, so we've hit 8,400. Oh, look at that. They get some contract
some
volume
decent
here.
volume.
Yeah. We'll get 4,200 coins in the CBOE, and you get 3,100 contracts in the CME.
Yeah, so call it,
15,000.
yeah.
That's 20,000 so far.
No, right, and even it gets even a little bit higher just in terms of 3,100, and that's a quick rounding, but it's like, geez, that's almost like 13,000 there. So about 14 is pretty much like 17,000, which is a big number to start off our program.
10 o'clock in the morning, no
Definitely.
doubt, no doubt,
Definitely.
And then we get and look at these other cryptos. They're staying pretty clean. They haven't moved, meaning they haven't gone down or up. Ripple's flat. Basically, Ethereum's up 1%. Litecoin's down 0.8.
They're probably moved, but just so Bitcoin is showing the same thing. You know what I mean in terms of no movement. So these have all been moving pretty close to in tandem.
Oh, I got it.
That's
Right, where we are right now compared for today.
Because
that's
they all
right.
got a big boost on Thursday with that acceleration.
Okay.
They really did. They've all been
Right.
trading in tandem.
Right. So yeah, I see what you're saying. We put that back. That's interesting, though. 84. So I guess it depends when they stop marking it, right?
Well, the open's 83.22.
Oh, good. I got it.
Right here.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's sometime early this morning or maybe yesterday's, I'm not sure, where, specifically XBT versus, Bitcoin on
So,
Nadex.
folks, you can bring up that Nadex platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can basically start getting used to how these contracts trade.
So we got earnings, right? Earnings last week, of course. We got Bank of America this morning. You got Netflix after the bell. That'll be interesting.
And look at Bank of America, great earnings. They sell that off, too.
Yep.
Pretty intense.
Definitely.
Bank of America, their trading income went up 34%.
So I was reading as well that they really did some good work on cost cutting to allow for, and maybe that's where some of the profit numbers were good numbers, and we'll jump around to a few different. I saw one chart on a CNBC article I read just in terms of their efficiency, in terms of their cost versus earnings. They really did a good job, but guess what, right? Cost cutting, market cares about cost cutting, but that's not how you grow the company. So that's always intriguing to see how the investors react.
And the thing that's amazing is that, what you had on Friday, folks, we'll bring up JP Morgan. They had great earnings, too. And they sold it down good.
They did.
So let me just pull JP Morgan up, see what they're doing this morning. Yeah, it's, JP Morgan, look at that. We went from 115 to 109.
Yeah.
Trading 110. Bank of America, looks like they want to do the same thing. It's opened at $30.08. You're trading $29.71.
Yeah.
Not.
I was just going to jump back and see if I still had that article up that I was looking at. Let's see, was it? Yeah, so was this it?
Look at that, 60 cents a share versus 59. Yeah.
Yeah, the company, no, it must have been a different article. Yeah, it was a different article. We'll pull it up. There was one that just happened to, oh, no, here we go. There it is. Okay, that's right. So cost-cutting drive pushes profit to record level, right? And so this is bringing costs down. Bank of America posted its lowest expense to revenue ratio in years. So that's where, expenses compared to their revenue. And you can see the first quarter of 2018, 59.7% versus, they really, for every dollar of revenue they were taking in, their expenses were at a record low, at least in the, foreseeable, the recent past.
Yes.
So that'll obviously factor in. But like we always say, it's like you can always cost cut. You can't cost cut your way to growth, which is what the market usually cares most about.
Big time.
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix this afternoon. That's going to be a good one.
After the bell.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. You have the Dow Industrials up 153. Nasdaq's up 28. S&Ps are up 13. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 145, Nasdaq's up 22, S&Ps are up 12, and we got the Boston Marathon up today.
Yeah, one of those days
nasty.
Miss living in Boston. Well, I do for the marathon.
Yeah.
Not for the weather they're getting today, though. Pretty remarkable. Wind, rain, and cold. Hopefully all those runners stay warm, but man, that is
Look at that
some
start.
temperatures in Hopkinton.
36 degrees,
as
folks.
they began this morning. 36 coming into hopefully a warm and cozy 47 degrees by
Wow.
the time, and I'm sure part of that, it might be
April 16th, tax day. It's tax day, too.
tax day actually falls tomorrow because of, I believe it is Patriots
That's
Day or
great,
something. There's
then,
a federal
'cause I'm-
holiday. It's the 17th.
I got more receipts I got to get as soon as
Well,
we get
get
off
them in.
right
You
now.
got 24 hours, man.
Oh, no, I know that. I got everything together, but
Oh, he's got everything together.
Yeah.
But it is. Tax day is the 17th this year. But so that's the weather. Pretty remarkable. And then some of the updates. And it looks like the women are at about the 7-mile marker. And we'll see how that's always a fun day in Boston. So shout out to all our hometown Boston people. Hope they're enjoying the beautiful Patriots Day up in Boston.
They're freezing. That's what
Stay
they're doing.
warm in Beantown today.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Cold, baby, cold. Let's go take a look at Netflix. So let's see what we got out here. This is after the close today. You're trading 309.
So, 405 right there.
Yep. Oh, and so what happens here, folks, this is where this is always good, too, is that Tommy and I would do the volatility trades on oil and gas. When we're in heavy earnings season, a Netflix, a Google, an Amazon, they can move that NDX 100.
Sure.
And what happens, so at 405, you have 10 minutes before the futures close.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So what you're meant to the daily spreads or binaries.
Yeah.
Expire at 4/15.
Right.
So anytime you have an equity that potentially, if they had a dramatic move big enough to affect the entire market,
right,
you have exposure there for 10 minutes after they come out with their news.
Exactly.
Which is always interesting. You know, I wonder if Netflix. I wonder if anything else will react with Netflix. It's always nice if you get, you know, an Apple that might really dive the hole, but Netflix seems to be such an animal on its own that it might be the only stock that reacts on their own earnings.
Right, and what you have to, this is what you have to watch out for also, is that you want to, like, let me just pull up, I'm going to pull up Amazon
Just
for a
minimize
second,
that.
because what happens is that most times when Amazon comes out, I think Google's the same day, so you got to get them both going the same way.
Sure.
So let's see, Amazon.
I got 10 days from now, the 26th.
26, okay, let's see what Google is. Oh, that's 23rd.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that's a week from
let me
today.
do Facebook. 25th.
Next
okay.
week's going to be a big week.
Who else is a big mover out there, though? Okay.
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft's definitely a big mover. Not as volatile. Oh, that's the 26th, too. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the same day as Amazon. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you're doing that, you want to make sure that you know.
At least you're aware there, because if you
Right.
did have a daily spread, market closes at 4 o'clock.
Right.
So now I'm in the money, everything's great, and
Oh,
you know, and then
that's even more important.
405, the earnings hit, and you see the Nasdaq 100 fluctuating.
Yes.
If there's a big surprise either way.
No,
especially.
that's a huge point, because I've been in that, in the positive and in the negative there.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Because you want to be aware of what's coming out afterwards.
Definitely.
Because, you know, sometimes you're in the money pretty good right at 4, and guess
Oh, for
what?
sure.
If there's big numbers coming out, whether they're up or down, depending on your position, it makes a huge difference.
So interesting that just to stay on Netflix for a second, fundamentally, right? So I was telling you, I had some work going on. They were digging in my yard the Friday, and Thursday, they cut my cable wire.
Yeah.
So I have Frontier, the worst company ever. I'll give them the worst customer service imaginable. And so Frontier tells me they're going to be out to fix it on Friday, sometime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. I don't necessarily have to be there. So I had construction going anyway. I did the show from here Friday during the afternoon, got home around 12:01 to make sure they weren't cutting anything else in my yard and that maybe everything was getting fixed as it should. So come 5 p.m., that's a great chart for Frontier. I can't wait to put it up.
Exactly.
Netflix, Frontier never shows up. So I call them, we don't have a record or your ticket. You know, the other work in my yard's going well. So I call them back. I'm like, what is going on, man? It's crazy. And a technician had texted me at 9 in the morning. I'm going all over the place because the story's about how good Netflix really was. So Frontier, they couldn't make it either way. So I have no internet for the weekend. So I'm able to use my neighbor's Wi-Fi at first. And it was all Netflix, right? So cool, right? Where I have no cable TV. So at first, I'm really enjoying that, Netflix. So that's one part of it where I was like, maybe I should. Maybe that's the catalyst where I just cut the cord.
Right.
You know, I need to. And you're a creature of habit where I was like,
Sure.
I can't get home and turn on this. But you just get used to different habits.
Right.
Like you do it through your computer. You do it through, an app that you have on your smart TV. So then what happens is Sunday, my neighbor was away. I was using their Wi-Fi. They let me get a password. Their internet just stopped working. They probably just have to reset their router. I was probably doing too much. Maybe I was on my computer. I'm watching TV. Maybe it just needs a reset. So then what I started doing is I used my phone as a hotspot. And this was the intriguing part, that with just your phone, I was able to watch live streaming Netflix from my smart TV connecting to my Wi-Fi hotspot off my phone. Talking about a 60-inch TV streaming live video.
Right.
Then I was also simultaneously able to connect my laptop off of my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, get my emails, check into the work last night.
Wow.
But really, the credit was, man, how cool is it that Netflix, I don't even need an internet connection. Now you would. I can't do that month on month because the data would be insane. But for a few days, but you could see that's where the future's going, man. Like that is where wires aren't going to be needed when you have the speed to just use a Wi-Fi. I mean, my phone could be my internet connection if they had the data, if it wouldn't bog down if everybody was doing it.
Right.
But we'll get there, but it was remarkable. I mean, talk about maybe it glitched every so often where Netflix would have to catch up. But pretty cool, man, when you think of like, wow, there's a lot of potential there where I don't even need a cable company.
And there's your cable company, and mine, too.
And there's Frontier. They made a mess, man. So they took over for...
Look at that. That's $194 in 2008, and it's $8.
Now, remember, they bought the FiOS from Frontier. like 9 states or something like that. Florida being one of them. I want to say sometime around 2015, 2016 maybe. Probably sometime in this area of their chart, no matter what. And it was a total cluster, just mess and a half.
No, and they ate it all stock.
We have them in our office.
It's
I
a
had them
mess,
at home. There were just businesses that didn't work overnight. It was supposed to be seamless. But I mean, literally, just it was so absurd. So number one, I called them Thursday. I had no internet. They couldn't confirm my account because I didn't have my account number, which I couldn't pull up because I didn't have internet. They needed a bill. They had all this erroneous data in the system because I had come over from Verizon.
Yeah.
So my birth date said I was 98. They had all this bad data.
98.
Yeah, that they usually use.
You're doing pretty good.
That's it, right? And so they couldn't find my account. So a technician calls me at 9 in the morning, before 9 on Friday, says, I have a ticket. I don't even have an address in here. I give him my address. He's like, I'm not probably the technician. I'm like 20 miles away from where you are versus where you are. Long story short, I text him at noon being like, do I need to call again? Are you going to be here? What's going on? So it was even worse. It was just such a horrible job at customer service. And you see, I mean, they're just...
And they're trying to get rid of their accounts down here. I suspect no one's going to buy them.
we sell them?
Yeah.
Wow.
They look like they're going bankrupt. That's the bottom line.
I believe it, yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow right now up 175. Nasdaq's up 32. S&Ps are up 15.5. Come right back.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 220, Nasdaq's up 42, S&Ps are up 18.5. Percentage-wise, what we have out here, the Dow up 0.9%, S&P's up 0.6, as is the Nasdaq. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, we've had some nice low volume markets last week. Each time that we try to get up to this 25.75 area. Look at Bristol Myers. That's getting smoked, so we'll see what's going on there. That's down 449, trading 54 bucks. You got Wells Fargo down 12.
As you jump around, it looks like Merck came out with some kind of lung cancer, at least something, where maybe they're, that's obviously a competitor. And,
yep.
But go ahead, yeah.
Wow. Let's see what this one is. This is Arcadia Communications. Acacia down 13 bucks.
Yeah, which would be like 33% maybe.
Wow, man, that's intense, man. Let me pull this back a bit. Now, what does these people do? So, design, develop, market communication equipment, high-speed optical interconnect products for cloud infrastructure.
Can we go into the news, see what's going on?
Something went wrong here. Oh, export. Let's see. Export privileges. Optical stocks that are suppliers of the ZTE falling after the U.S. imposed a denial of export privileges against a couple companies in China. Suppliers.
And maybe this has to do with protecting technology from exporting it over to China. If you're talking about, cloud's a big deal. Technology that has to relate to that cloud. Yeah.
Export.
And this is going to be, so it's export privileges against, I'm guessing, Shenzhen China company, one of the suppliers being.
Yeah, right. Let's say export privileges. So they must buy off them, but they export out of.
I'm just going to jump back and try and click maybe on a different article as that pops up.
Okay, we'll check it out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically, yeah, they're all headlines, but it has to do with that technology and exporting and
big number.
all of that.
We go back, let's go back inside the NDX 100. Let's see the strength versus the weakness. So strength is JB Hunt. JB Hunt's up 7%. Look at that.
Maybe they had earnings this morning.
So this is pretty cool. So JB Hunt, right? Let's just see what they do here. So, okay, this is a big trucking and logistics firm, right? Let me see, I want to see these numbers because what happens is that look at these numbers. Okay, 6.2 billion in 2014, 8.2 billion in 2018, and so this company, right? I listen to Bloomberg a lot in my car, right? So, evidently, a lot of truck drivers are listening to Bloomberg simultaneously because it's really funny. You hear their ads on a lot of places. So if you're a truck driver, and I'm a truck driver, right? Independent truck drivers, right?
Sure.
They want us to do business with them. That's their business model, JB Hunt.
What's us being who?
Me and you. We own trucks. Tractor-trailer
Sure,
trucks.
okay, if we're,
okay?
yes, yeah.
We're dropping loads out all over the place. So you're always looking for your next load. That's how you make money, okay?
Sure.
Well, they have an app. They got a great commercial on. They have an app that they're claiming it's pretty phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? That, okay, you sign on to the app, right? You're dropping one place. They already know that, hey, there's another load up here. There's another load up here. You can make
kind of like the Uber of truck driving.
You can make more money on this load than you make on this load, right? So it was intriguing because I just heard this last week, but they're always showing up on the most active list.
Okay.
That's just like I say. So it's funny how you think that technology is driving truck driving too.
Sure. Oh, for sure.
Right. And those truck drivers, man, you talk about work. They're never home, man. I mean, they make good money, but man, oh man, you talk about driving, right?
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Gold. Let's go take a look at the gold market out here. So gold out here, last week, nice volatile week. We get volume coming in today too, 192,000 contracts. This is going to be a big number here, folks, going after this high again. We've been trying to take this high out for 2 years. We bring this back. Let us see this. We've been in a consolidation for 5 years. We've been trying to take out this high for 2 years. Let's see. So I'll put it on. Why don't I put it on a 5-year monthly first? And I'll put it on 10 so you can kind of actually see it. It's pretty wild. I mean, that's 2013 there. Look at that.
Quite a range.
And I like the base. And yeah, we'll find out whether it can take it out or not.
Yeah, I saw you at that chart of the Gold Report today. Quick plug. New issue of the Gold Report every Monday for everyone checking it out. But yeah, it's quite a chart, man. Quite a consolidation, especially in light of, you know, just the run from 2008.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
All the way up there.
2011.
That's
high.
1920, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 1920.
And you know, the cool thing is that what the gold market had done since the low of December of 2016 is that we really haven't pulled back. You know, you pulled back this year, but there was a very small pullback. So you've been laying at this high, man. You know, trying to take it out.
Definitely.
The good news would be, of course, you took it out. If we don't take it out, then guess what? Laying at a high for that amount of time, and you know, not taking it out would be problematic.
Yes.
Let's go out and get our skis on and see what's going on in beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Tom, we are definitely taking it by storm up here.
You definitely are, man. I should have texted you yesterday. I was saying to Bridget, we're home, and you know, we were getting like, you know, some wind coming in and rain, and I says, Jim's in 2 feet of snow. I pulled up the Bloomberg. You know, well, I guess it's in between, what, 9 inches and 2 feet, depending where you are, right?
Yeah, we got 22 inches of snow here.
My goodness.
It snowed for 2 days. Just unbelievable.
You know,
I mean, we've had 70 inches of snow since January 1st, which is just out of control.
Skiers gotta love it.
It's supposed to snow again on Wednesday. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
It's going to snow again this Wednesday?
Yeah. 2 to 4 inches of snow again.
I hadn't heard about it all, Jim, and we were talking about the marathon weather, and Tom said to me this morning, and your ears must have been burning, giving us a call. I said, you see Jim, they got 2 feet of snow out in Minneapolis. I hadn't seen it at all, man. Pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah, we just got back. We went on a cruise down to St. Kitts, St. Martin. Boy, those islands are still beat up from that hurricane.
Are they? Interesting. Yeah. I'm glad you give us some feedback there. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they. You know, I mean, it's just...
it makes sense. Islands take a long time to come back. I mean, the bottom line is that you got an island, you got to get the stuff there. Just getting the stuff there is a challenge.
$8.50 a gallon for gas.
Really?
On the island. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's just... But, you know, tourism, that's all they really... I mean, that's what drives them. And then our last spot was Puerto Rico, and, you know, we got in there for about half a day, but, you know, there's still... The crypto capital down there, and there's a lot of guys moving in there, I guess, for the crypto.
Yeah, they are. Old San Juan.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we were. But, hey, I wanted to look at the CRON.
Good. Stay right there. We're going to be coming back with Cronus Group. We're going to take a look at it, the Tom O'Brien TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now are trading up for 202. Nasdaq's up 36. S&P's are up 17. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Talking our man, Mr. Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to be talking Cronus. So let's see. I see. So invest in medical marijuana producing companies. Cronus offers service in Canada. So the low is $1, the high's $11.90.
They're up pretty good today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've owned this one for quite a long time. I've traded around kind of a core position.
Nice.
And, last time when they added it to the Nasdaq and it shot up on big volume, and I let a bunch of it go, and then just bought it back here not long ago. Bought to kind of their core position back, but wonder if you think it's got enough juice to get back up to this.
I like. Well, you're at 750. Let me just put this in a weekly. I like that $10 area. Yeah, this is
that week from March 2nd.
Yeah,
that's
that $10 is game here.
Yeah.
You can see last month that was a good push, man. That was.
So there's a weekly. That's last week.
Oh, last week. Last week was a good push too. Yeah. So this company here, let's just see something. So you got.
Yeah, they own a lot of different pieces of the puzzle up in Canada.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're kind of like a little mini sort of a Berkshire Hathaway of pot. They own a bunch of pieces of different stuff.
Yeah, which is smart because you don't know what part of that business is going to be,
It's all ripe for the taking.
It
right?
is.
Yeah,
it is. It's going to be a very fast consolidation once this thing starts happening.
There's opportunities at every stage of.
Yep. Let me pull this up. Horizon Investment, that's a fund. They're 3.3 of it. Yeah, no one's selling it.
No,
None of that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let me do this too. I just want to go into Canopy for a second and see, in fact, because that's pretty impressive inside that one. PHDC, let me see, index.
Yeah, it seems to trade really well relative to some of these other. Even when the market. A lot of the other ones got whacked. This one didn't, get hit as bad.
Yeah, see, this is a difference. I just pulled up Canopy Growth, right? And, it's a much larger company, but you do have like buyers and sellers in there, you know?
The only thing I was going to throw back in there are sellers, but look at when that was. That was before the run. That was,
Yeah,
those
2017,
the
right?
sellers were all before September and with even before June and March
Yeah.
of 17.
Right.
So after that, nobody's been selling canopy pretty much either.
Right.
Yeah.
Which would make sense because it's going to be this summer that it's going to go legal in Canada. So
Yeah.
we just had in Tampa, Jim, was pretty cool. What happened is that so constitutionally we voted for what, a year and a half ago, medical marijuana in
I
Florida.
believe it was the election when Trump's in November of,
Yeah. And what happened is that the health department basically is stalling. So this guy brought the health department to court and won, meaning that he has cancer. He wanted to be able to juice his pot. The first get-go, he just won.
Yeah, so
you
he
know.
can grow his own, he and only he.
Only he, yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
because they've just been stalling so long with the pass of it. So
And that's after 70% of the people voted for it. It's a
Unbelievable.
bureaucracies
Yeah,
are a trip. Yeah, there's no
We
doubt.
have it legal in Minnesota. Medical is legal, and it's there's a handful of these places, but they don't sell any of the actual buds or whatever. It's all vapor or pills or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't even smell like any marijuana when you go in the place. I mean, it's just
Right.
like going into a pharmacy or something.
And that's what they passed for Florida might be pretty similar. It's pretty stringently medically available. It's not very loosely, where it's very, very stringent in terms of the what you have to be dealing with to qualify, in terms of it's not just you get a note from any doctor. So it's that same type. But even that they haven't done anything on, and that was kind of what happened in court. So it should be interesting.
I was going to ask you guys relative to crypto on the Bloomberg. Is there anything else when you look at the cryptos? Is it just still the top four? Do they list anything else other than?
It is. It's just they seem to be, I would say, not up to, par compared to how many cryptos are out there. It took them a while just to even get that. Do you know what I mean?
I bet they take their time and look at this pretty carefully though, and they don't want to start covering ones that are going to go to zero in a week.
Right.
That's so that's kind of that they're prudent, I would say.
Well, even like Coinbase, they're not going to be adding anything else new. It doesn't look like until some of this legalese, this stuff clears up.
What was interesting was that so I usually use Coinbase to purchase Bitcoins, talked about before, and so I went in there. I was thinking about purchasing some Bitcoin over the weekend. I can no longer use my credit card to purchase Bitcoin on there. Now I hadn't been in there.
And you're doing that to play poker, right?
No matter what I'm doing it for.
I see.
This has nothing to do with anything beyond purchasing Bitcoin on Coinbase.
Okay.
So just take that for what it's worth.
Is it
Nothing.
a credit card or debit card?
So that was the point, is that I can't use a credit card to purchase Bitcoin on Coinbase anymore. So that's Coinbase, or that's a credit card company protecting themselves. But guess what? That's demand in terms of now you have to tie it into your bank account. And this has nothing to do with poker, so I don't want that to come into it. This is just access to the crypto world. And this is a Capital One Visa card, as mainstream as they get, saying we're not going to allow people to use credit to leverage themselves in cryptos anymore, because I'm guessing people were doing that at 20,000.
Well,
and somebody in their lawyer's office came in and said, "Are you guys crazy? Like, people are leveraging their credit cards to buy cryptos, and then they're all going to go bankrupt." It's
J.P. Morgan's getting sued right now. I saw the J.P. Morgan's getting sued for letting people do cash advances on their credit cards to buy cryptos.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then the fees they were charging people without telling them.
Oh, the fees. That's in that suit too. That's right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, and I've used Coinbase, and then and I've also used I think Binance is the one I bought all the altcoins on, which are.
And I just liked it was a little bit more of a higher fee, but guess what? I mean, I liked not having my bank account set up to this crypto exchange.
Oh,
Totally. It's like I liked keeping that device
that makes
there,
sense.
right? Where I was like, I have recourse with my credit card if something ever goes wrong, if something's not on the up and up, and I can't do that anymore. And so I didn't even put my bank account information in there. I said, I'm not going to go there then.
Wake up in the morning and you don't have a bank account.
I have to at least to reevaluate for a moment, because there's more to risk there when you start piping in your bank account numbers to people, who knows, and that's a reputable company, but still, it's a reputable crypto company. And I don't know if I bought my Bitcoins. What if they're not there in the morning? Do I call Wells Fargo? Don't even get me started on Wells Fargo,
Well,
right?
Wells Fargo says you don't have an account.
That's it, yeah.
It's empty.
Exactly.
It's zero.
Right.
You cleaned it out last night.
Exactly. Right. No, totally. True.
Yeah, Wells Fargo. I've kind of been hearing some things there that there's supposed to be some more pain coming there.
I believe it, man, because I don't have, I have my account there, and that's just out of convenience, not changing it. But I'm not a fan of them as well. We'll get all the grapes out of the way today. This morning.
Hey, look, seriously. Well, I mean, Wells Fargo's trading back at May of 2014.
Yeah.
We're almost at May of 2018.
What's remarkable, though, is, I mean, they haven't even pulled back on the litany of abuses that they should have been dealing with.
I'm hearing stay tuned on that one. But anyway,
Perfect.
guys, all right, well, take care.
Okay, man.
Stay warm out there, Jim.
All right, guys.
Thanks, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. You get the Dow up 176, Nasdaq's up 22, S&Ps are up 13. We'll come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Let's go to Garrow. Hey, Garrow, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm looking for your idea regarding SQ. Is it going towards $58 or going down towards $38?
So you get the Square trading at 46 right now, 85. We put this back. You topped out, when is that? March of this year Yeah, I would let this thing, get down to, it has some strength at $45. See what happens at 45. 45 is where it broke topside in March. If it pulls down there with volume, then the bottom of this basically is, a lot lower.
How much?
34.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Cool, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Sure. So we get the Boston Marathon, 40 degrees out, right?
Let's see if we check back in. Do we still have that up there? We do. Oh, the other one we wanted to touch on.
Allegiant, yeah.
Allegiant Air. So,
yeah.
With my cable being out like we talked about, I didn't get a chance to check them out last night, but I've known in my head that Allegiant has some problems. Now, I was just Googling, their pilots were on strike in 2015, 2016, and one of the things the pilots were saying, now they're biased, right? They're in a negotiation, but all airline negotiations don't consist of the pilot saying everything is really unsafe. That's not usually how it goes.
Right.
That's how it went with Allegiant. This was 2015, where their pilots were sending, letters to the passengers as part of their negotiation, so keep the context in mind, but they were talking about safety. So when I saw that headline this morning, I don't book on Allegiant, because one of the ones that I joke with my friends is I said, you want to save money. One of the areas I'm not going to save money on is cutting cost on airlines.
And they're headquartered right here,
higher expectation that you might crash. So not happening.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next, and I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back later. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.